go anyway. If I get surrounded, I'll just start throwing pieces everywhere. Makes it like Mardi Gras.
There he goes.
Come on, you get these guys. Come on, Freddie, you can do it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. They fall for this one every time. Come on. Come on, Chubbs, you can do it. Good boy. Lay down.
I am.
You want me to stick my head in his mouth for pictures? that actually requires a mullet haircut, and I went to college. So. Good boy. Go. Come on. You move these guys around a little bit. In days like today, it's actually nice and cool. You know, I think that the high is only going to be in the 80s. Alligators like 80s. They don't like 90s as bad as we don't like 90s. 85 tends to be their ideal temperature. Fetch.
Oh.
Fetch again.
That was like, ooh.
Fetch. They fall for that one all the time. You fetch 2. You fetch 3. Alright. Now, currently today, folks, we actually have a little over 200 adult alligators here in the main swamp. These are wild alligators. They're not pets. They're what are called nuisance alligators. That means, for some form of fashion, it was determined that the alligators here were a threat to people, pets, livestock, or property. I am almost certain none of our alligators should be eating any people, at least not recently or on accident. But we do have some that were borrowing certain things like household pets and not returning them. We call those retrievers. We've got some goat grabbers out here. But when you get down to it, creeks, lakes, rivers, swamps, and bayous, it's now what we call waterfront property. What's that tag? Fetch. Now, it would not take, a big guy like my man Tag. He's a big alligator. We're going to give him coat. He's a little over 10 feet, and he's probably 350 pounds. Like if you watch Swamp People, he's about 6,000. But at around 6 feet, an American alligator gives enough bite force to break a human bone. Now, my man Pee-wee over there, what's that, Pee-wee? Pee-wee's about 6.5 feet. On a good day, he's going to weigh 110 pounds fat. At 6 feet, average bite for an American alligator is around 400 to 500 pounds. So, even the smallest alligator in the swamp with me, if it were to bite you, you're going to have what we just refer to as a technical difficulty. Pee-wee, he's small, but he has a big heart. That's what's important. Big alligator status. I've got quite a few big guys on the bank. We've got Tag, got Freddie, got Chubbs. These guys they're big enough where if one of these guys were to get you, you've got some whole other problems to deal with, because at around 10 feet, that bite force makes a tremendous leap. And the reason it does that is because when you get 10 feet and above, they're putting on a tremendous amount of muscle mass. Let's face it, an alligator's one big giant ball of muscle. For an animal to sit around and do nothing all day long, they are extremely powerful because, come on Freddie, move along. Even though they don't do a whole lot, the little bit that they do is so strenuous, it keeps those muscles fine-tuned. See if I can get him out of the way. Fetch.
Oh.
Fetch again. You fetch. They don't bring it back. That's the only problem. Now, you might be curious why all 204 alligators aren't here eating. Well, the thing about an alligator is they just don't need to. If an alligator gets 10% of his body weight or her body weight in food a year, they can actually maintain weight and do quite well. So they don't require a tremendous amount of food. Secondly, though, they can eat about twice that. 20% of their body weight they can consume at one meal. So, you get a big guy like, I've got my man Easy over here holding point in the corner. You start. Easy's one of our top 10 fellows out here. Come on, Easy, up and at him. He's over 13 feet. He's in that, 700-pound range. So he could easily eat an animal weighing 140 pounds.
Ooh.
He could probably eat a little bit more than that, but if he did, he'd be somewhat lethargic. Probably wouldn't do a whole lot of moving. So, although they can eat very large meals, they tend not to. Fetch. Good boy. Treat them like big mean dogs. That's all they are. Hey, there's my man J-Dub coming out.
Oh my God.
J-W's named after a
Let me take that.
The only good thing thing about a JW bites me, he doesn't have many teeth. He's just going to gum me really bad. Come on up here, Big Easy. You know, a lot of times people assume that if you have an alligator in a private fish pond, they think they're swimming over, but that's a bad thing. Alligators actually can be an excellent management tool. What I mean by that, they're not big on eating things that we really care about. Although alligators can eat fish, fetch, and do eat fish, fish is one of those things, it's just not so much on their priority list. A, it's just hard to catch, and then B, who wants to eat a bunch of slimy fish? So, the vast majority of their diet, hey Freddie, actually consists of turtle. Other than that, they're going to eat fish. Snakes and frogs and otters and beavers, stuff you really don't want in your pond anyway. So, you got a problem?
Oh my gosh, it's so long.
Turtles and things like that, you can move on.
So
Yeah,
long.
that's up today. I mean, you can imagine it's nice and cool, getting them excited.
It's so long.
Now, on the bank with me at the moment, I only have
In real life, it's really, really long.
one female.
Like, it's like twice with 3 or 4, maybe. But then there's like a small one, but there's maybe one of me.
Females will not reach the size, males do. Ladies, if you're an alligator, but you go for about 10 feet, you might make it to 10.5, but you know,
He's like,
you
just got my nose.
So, anything getting close to 11 feet,
Waiting for more.
it's going to be this. But the good news is, ladies, you don't need to fix the time, but you make up for it.
It's like, we're ready.
Her name is Emily. Alright, I mean, you might move over here a little bit. There's got pieces over here, my man Easy. What's up, Easy? Easy is also one of our older alligators. In the wild, alligators can actually live about 50 years. Again, we age them by using the growth rings or the growth lags in their bones. So I'm going to say Easy here is probably a 40-plus-year-old animal. Nothing says he will die when he turns 50, but historically they don't live much past that. Good boy. Yeah, he's coming so close because he has a true love for children.
I missed it.
Good boy. Alright.
Look, I can't get out.
Pieces, and then, typically when I run out here,
Get this again.
that's just a good policy to have.
Yummy.
If you're curious about what we are feeding, folks, the vast majority of the food that our alligators receive are feral pigs, otherwise known as wild pigs. If you have a wild pig problem, come see us. We'll